Are you blushing?
This is fantastic. Yeah, it's almost anything I've said.
I ain't got no worries.
What do you think of when you're playing golf?
Straight into the heart of the cup. Is that something we've just introduced? We call ourselves developing golfers.
Like I'm improving, not I'm plateauing at 28 handicap. Doing something different today. You've seen us play Scramble, you've seen us play some GTC Cup. Now we're playing around with the High Handicapper. So the plan for today sort of is just to talk you through what I'm thinking as a 28, 29 handicapper, what I think through every shot, how I can try and improve myself, and I suppose when to take the risk and when to play it safe and give yourself an opportunity.
Then you've got a mental caddy behind the camera, just trying to help you out where
I
possible.
also turned up without a tee.
Wow.
So we're starting well.
Got a massive gallery waiting behind you as well, so.
No pressure.
Straight into the middle of the 9th fairway.
Probably not what you want to do on the first.
We are famous here.
Oh shit.
Are you blushing?
This is fantastic. I've been recognised. This has been my dream.
You're now, is that technically a famous golfer?
Well, more famous than anyone else in the GTC.
That's true. First name basis too.
Yep.
Didn't recognise me.
Nah, under the cap. Here's this chump on camera. All right, so lesson number one on the round with the High Handicapper. It's get yourself in play. That's probably the
You've missed lesson number 0 then.
Well, lesson number 0 was remember a tee, and then lesson number 1 is to give yourself every opportunity, like I said, on the tee box, and try land within the fairway or within a metre or two of either edge.
That's our fairway. That's where George's ball is over there somewhere. Now, lesson number 1 that I thought you were going to tell us was arrive with enough time to warm up, have a practice swing, stretch, get your body ready for a nice leisurely round of 9. Don't take your first swing with a big dog on the first tee and see how we go. That's probably the first lesson I'd give high handicappers.
It's all about tempo. Tempo is what I've worked out works for me. Nice slow backswing and a nice follow through.
I rate that from George. That's pretty good. This is where he tends to struggle. But to be honest, to get to here in 2, if he takes 3 shots to get to put it in the hole, that's a bogey. And we live with that. We run away with it.
Now, I think like I said on a few of the other videos, don't try the flop shot. The flop shot is not in your arsenal.
So what club do you have in hand?
I got a pitching wedge. We'll try the old bump and run.
It's pretty good. And this green notoriously snaps pretty hard.
It's a tricky one, this one. I don't think, to be honest, in all my time playing here, I don't reckon I've parred this hole.
What we have today. It's a great start, George. Great up and down too from where you were.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe my lesson was wrong. Pull the big dog, go after it, and you'll save yourself with a pitching wedge.
Just turn up and have your first swing on the first tee.
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost anything I've said.
I ain't got no worries.
No.
I ain't got no worries.
No, but in all seriousness, I think if you're playing off one of those high handicaps, for me, every time I step out on a golf course, I try to break 100. That's the target. I haven't had much joy doing it on a par 72 yet. I've come close. I think I shot 103 growling frog. I reckon that's probably one of my better rounds. I've broken it twice on a par 70, Morak and Yarra Bend. But yeah, the goal is to do it on a par 72. I'm getting close. So, I mean, keep following the channel. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe for more content. Steve and I love to see that subscriber number keep rising. I think we're at 349 as of this morning. I was filming today. So yeah, keep up the subs, and we'll keep up the content.
Give George some motivation. Drop a comment telling him that he's going to break 100 soon. hole 2, it's a short downhill, about 105 to 110 metre short downhill par 3, but it goes to a very, very tiny green. And that's the challenge. The thing for George is, and he's probably not going to really think about this, but all of the danger is left. You just can't miss left in this. If you look at the green, you've got this dangerous double bunker left of the green. You got this, in fact, that used to be a massive tree that's now come down. That used to be ghastly to land into. So that's probably helped him, but you don't want to go in there anyway because you'll lose it. And or you look at all this space you've got on the right-hand side just to chip up and hitting up and down. So you can't miss left.
So par 3 is the one where normally I'll leak some shots on par 3. Obviously the margin for error is a little bit smaller on these ones. So never try to bite off too much. I suppose if you're a high handicapper, getting away with the bogey is sometimes okay. So it's all right to lay up, I suppose, is what I'm sort of hinting at, until you get a bit more confidence in those short irons.
Straight in the bunker. Straight in the far bunker too. So this is where he's going to get himself into some trouble.
Oh boy.
Because not only is he in a bunker that is the, it's probably the deepest of the course, to be honest, this far bunker. He's short-sighted himself. So now he's got to play past the pin on an already tight and small green. So therefore, as soon as he goes past the pin, he's, as a high handicapper, in fact, even as a handicapper like myself, to play this shot, I'm going past the pin. The best case scenario would be to land it and finish it at that little sandy area. But look how much space, or the lack of space he's got. Even if he does hit it past that sandy area, it's just going to roll straight over the back of the green. And we're going to have to try and hit it up and down for bogey.
Just chunk at it and hope it pops out, I suppose, is the plan here. It's quite hard. Oop, ground of the club, that's not allowed. Shit.
Needed a full swing at it. That was excellent. The second one.
That's what I wanted to do the first time.
The other thing is too, the expectation to make this putt isn't high.
So my putting skill's short.
No,
That's
that's any player. The expectation to make this putt, don't oversell your abilities as a golfer because you're only going to have a bad time. Left it short.
Oh geez, it was probably tracking.
It was. It's a 5. That makes up the par on the first. That's okay.
So we're 2 over after 2. Been striking it not too bad so far. We're through 2. Confidence is quite high.
I agree. The ball connection's been nice.
It has, and that's something as a developing golfer, high handicapper, whatever you want to call yourself. It's important to try and maintain that confidence.
Is that something we've just introduced? We no longer call ourselves high handicappers. We call ourselves developing golfers.
Well, it makes me sound probably a little bit better than I am. Like I'm improving, not I'm plateauing at 28 handicap.
Short par 4 here for the third. You can really go after this, but there's also the real risk reward here with the entire right-hand side out of bounds and a big tree in the middle of the fairway before you hit the shorter stuff.
Yeah, this is a massive risk reward hole, really. The line's probably over the big tree and play a bit of a fade back if you're lucky. I wouldn't be playing driver on this one if you're unless you're really backing the big dog in.
So it's a 270 metre par 4. It's very interesting because obviously
all downhill too, just runs downhill.
The fantastic line is over these right-hand side trees, trying to take off as much as the OB line as you can. But if you do hit it directly over this big tree in the middle, and you hit it well, you do start running into some issues where the red stakes that we saw off on hole 1. So
yeah, you really need to hit it over the trunk and hope that you slice.
Well, I think as a high handicap, there's 2 things. You could sort of blade one low, bump one, bunt one, thin one, and just try and hit it straight.
Yep.
Or just nice, easy connection. Try and get one down there. Don't try and bite off too much that you... because you can get yourself into real trouble there and end up hitting 3 off the tee.
I mean, that's probably come off as best as it could, really.
That's the thing, right? Most golfers, most developing golfers, I should say, would go off that tee box and you know, swing the club again or kick the ground, be a bit disappointed with that. And I'm not saying it was perfect, but like...
Well, it's in play, and that's what we sort of spoke about on the first. Get yourself in play and it gets yourself an opportunity. You know, I could have hit that ball 60 metres further, but I would have been off in the right-hand side rough behind some trees, and you're essentially just wasting a shot getting back onto the fairway to give yourself a shot into the green. 128.
Ah, good number. Not a bad number at all.
It's a 9 iron.
Do you like that?
I don't mind the 9 iron. So this is another one, you know, you're standing here, you're taking a shot onto the green now. You've got 9 iron in hand or 9 in hand, short iron into the green for a chance potentially at a birdie. This is notoriously where people like myself get very nervous. He's backing up the first good shot with another one. I'm not sure what advice to really give you here. Just sit by your bed every night, say a prayer, maybe next time. But that's the thought mentality that gets into my head as a high handicapper. But I guess you got to back your routine back in what you've practiced at the driving range.
What's the thing? My thought process is don't go flag hunting, even though it's literally perfectly in the center of the green. This is a small green again. I was going to say don't try and overhit it.
Well, if you got to chunk it, at least it goes straight.
You've got a wedge in. Not the worst.
No, you're giving yourself an opportunity, and that's where I think as you keep doing that, your confidence starts to grow, and you can start biting off those shots where you're in a better headspace, you're in a better frame of mind as you're lining up lining the ball up to hit it into the green.
I don't think confidence is growing after those last 2 shots.
It's soggy.
It is. This one's a tough one because, especially for a developing golfer,
47 metres.
Very soggy from 47. Watch him pull out his 60 or his sand wedge. What club have you got?
Pitching wedge.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm going to go up to like a 8 iron.
That's a good decision.
Soft underfoot, so I don't want to take too much ground and end up hitting at 3 metres. So we'll just bump one down there. Aim for the ducks. Pin's nice and short. Oh, fuck. Fucking magpies.
Good decision.
Oh, Jesus, slow down.
Just got to stop. Just a touch hard.
Gee, it didn't run down like it ran up.
That one hurts.
It does hurt. Yeah. Oh.
It was nearly a really good recovery.
Didn't want to let that affect the backswing, you know. Tiger Woods might say it. And it's, you know, the most important shot in golf is the next one. Don't let the previous shot impact on your next shot. Otherwise, you start having those sort of thoughts and ball starts going everywhere. If you can catch, shit, there's a bird somewhere.
It's just a couple of cockatoos up above you.
Well, probably on the longer side.
360.
360 from the yellows.
Feels longer than 360, but it's probably because the holes you play prior to it are
short.
So much shorter.
That's true. Tell you one bit of good advice. If you are wanting to get better at golf, I would really recommend go and get a lesson and help iron out some bad habits that you build in your game. I've had a couple along the way. You know, they work on how you hold the club, and I think originally I would always have that closed face. I'd play like a cover drive. I was doing what I wanted to do, and that's what the coach said. So we worked on a couple of things, helped me open the face up, and then you work on your tempo. It's definitely worth the investment. If you plan on playing a lot of golf, go and learn how to play properly. It's definitely one of those long-term investments, like buying a house.
There's a quote I never thought I'd hear. Golf lessons is like buying a house.
Well, I won't run. That's run through all the trees too. We can get a nice little zoom in on the new GTC apparel. Shout out to Pally Golf for organising these hoodies for us. You saw it in the, what was the last video we did? What did we play?
We played at Yering.
Yering. Check out the Yering video. You'll see Steve rocking the hoodie. GTC Golf 15 to save 15% out checkout. So be sure to check that out. I think they've just released a new line of hoodies. Have the polo, sorry. Polos are quarter zips. I released something the other day. Our mates at Pally.
Well, you may as well just go there just to see what it actually is. Check it out.
Support local. Australians buying from Australians.
It's what we do here at the GTC. Just ELE. Everybody love everybody.
Everybody love everybody! I'm still blown away that you got recognised on the golf course here.
Oh, you got recognised. Don't bring us into this.
We're not. Well, touch one, touch all.
We're a you, not a we. All right. You should be aiming left of the green here because right of the green is dead. Oh, he's copped trees everywhere. Turns out he was aiming left, just way too far left. Oh, this is long.
That's gone.
This is really long. That is dead long.
I'll blame the rangefinder there. That's got to be the rangefinder. Is that dead?
Yeah.
That's a shame. I like that.
Yeah, that's dead. That was enormous.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did we use the rangefinder?
That's why as I was saying, as I was walking down it, I'll blame the rangefinder for that.
Incorrect use of the rangefinder.
Well,
still learning. Bit of a rookie.
I don't know what I did wrong. I said 83, and I got it like I got it fine.
Felt like you hit it a lot better than 83. What's this? Plan 5.
Yeah. It rolls away on this one too.
All right, so we've had a bit of a mistake. What are we thinking?
That's what I was about to say. Mistakes happen. I guess it's important to just try to reset. Something that I definitely don't do when I'm playing golf. You know, you're going to lose a ball. You're going to chunk a shot or two. Just try not to keep yourself down. And probably another one that I often get caught up in is if you do make that mistake, you sort of you take a bit of a risk on the next one to try, you know, cancel out the mistake. And that'll be to try, you know, to try sink this putt. I mean, you're going to try sink it anyway, but that's probably a bad example. Probably maybe you look at the
chip
shot before.
You probably tried to hold it.
You try to hold it exactly right, just to wipe out the shot you threw away. Jeez, it was a good shot.
It's a good putt. I feel like it's 3 or 4 you're less short now, though.
Yeah.
If it's another thing you're thinking about, but I guess there's a...
Well, that's a bad habit of mine, leaving putts short.
It's probably the last thing that's going through your mind 4 holes in when you've done all this.
Oh, didn't break.
Felt like you hung your putter out a bit on your stroke there. Like the backswing was looking good straight at the cup, and then as you were coming back at it,
pushed it out that way.
Yeah, you sort of hung it out.
You're going to lose some shots. That's why you're playing off 28, not off 10.
Yeah, well, I think as you mentioned, as a 10 handicapper, sort of, as I just said, 3 holes in a row, I think you've left putt short. So it's probably the first thing, well, not the first thing, it's probably something that's going through my mind, going, okay, well, my speed is way off. I've got to sort of think about that because as personally, you know, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to try and attempt to hold putts. Yes, I'm limiting, try and get it within a 2-foot radius, but I'm also making sure that I give myself a chance to hold a putt. So if I'm leaving everything short, I'm not giving myself that opportunity. So it's something to keep in mind as I get to the next green.
Five holes through. If you're still following and you're a high handicapper, let us know in the comments. What do you think of when you're playing golf? What goes through your head?
What's the number one error that you make?
Oh, that's a good one.
When you're on course, as a developing golfer.
That's right. Developing golfers unite.
Well, that's the thing. You've got to stick together, don't you?
That's it. Well, I'm just short here. Should have given it a bit more.
Could be putting at this point. Just get a set.
Didn't get enough of it. The short again. I'll try to hit that one harder too.
Well, that one was going up the hill, so you had to give it a bit of a roost,
Probably
especially off the speed you've had in the first 3 holes. That was a good roll. That was stiff.
Yeah, that's another 3-putt.
3-putt king. All right, hole number 6. This is a borderline drivable par 4 for you, George. I'd say it's 220 metres, and
I've definitely gotten close on this one before.
I was just going to say, I realised 220 is definitely in your wheelhouse, so it's not borderline. It is a drivable par 4. I've undersold you there. Just a nice, cool one.
Yeah, it's... Don't hit it too hard.
Don't hear drivable par 4 and think I got to hit the shit out of it. Lovely.
That'll play.
Now, you see, I feel I could be terribly wrong here. I feel like you hit that at about 60 to 70%.
Yeah, I didn't try to hammer it.
And I reckon you're very close to pin high here.
Really? No, I don't think I'll be pin high. I would have...
Took a couple of nice hard bounces.
Yeah, it's rolled out hard to the right. So what's this? Is no nearer, isn't it?
That's correct. Just closest exit, no nearer. Sure enough, about pin high. Might be 5 metres short.
Imagine if I hit it straight. This is a nervy one. This is the one that I normally blade. Just go to the right side of the pin. It's exactly what I wanted to do. Give myself a big, big chance.
All right, here we go. This is a birdie putt here.
All
so
right,
let's
birdie
not...
putt. Downhill, left to right. I'm aiming left edge.
This is one of your most makeable birdie putts I've seen for a while. So let's not...
I've birdied this hole a lot of times.
Yeah, let's not joke around with this.
Straight into the heart of the cup. Birdies are few and far between for us developing golfers. Just remember that. So when you make them, make the most of them. That should be on.
Dancing.
As my shoelace comes undone for the second time today.
Big shoelace guy.
Oh, terrible. That must be how I tie them.
Did you ever learn in like grade 1?
I learned how to tie my left shoe only. It's only the right one that comes undone.
Maybe you can go to like Velcro or something. Be a big Velcro guy.
I wouldn't mind the old slip on. Well, that's like my work boots have got the zip on the side.
Oh, you could be a zipper.
Yeah, big zipper guy. Oh gee, I am dancing. All right.
Nope.
Knew as soon as I hit it too. Just did not hit it hard enough. I'd really like that one again.
You would. Now you got a challenge for par. Ooh, snapper.
Probably hit that one okay in the end. Bit harder, taking the break out of it. Oh well, you walk away with a bogey.
Keep cutting.
That'll do. Just don't get stuck behind the tree.
Oh.
That's gonna get stuck behind the tree and I'm gonna be so dirty on that. Oh, I could go through the tree.
Yeah, you can go through the tree. Trees are 90% air.
Like every developing golf, I think you can hit the worldie. If I'm playing well, I start to look too far ahead. You probably got to break your round up. That's probably another one we'll summarize these all at the end, I think. But another thing you sort of work on is break your round up into portions. Play them in 3s, play them in 5s, reset, start again. Probably helps keep you a little bit focused. And then, just drive yourself to get better. You got to want it. You really got to want it. especially if you want one of those people that's just naturally talented at golf or naturally talented at sport. We don't like those people on this channel. If you're watching, switch it off, close, hit the X, go away. I was walking up here, this is going to be literally behind the tree. You can play a flop shot over it.
I've really enjoyed you talking a lot of sense today, when in reality you don't do any of these in real life.
I'm talking to a high handicap, I'm not talking to myself.
Like 6 sets of 3 holes is a really good mental strategy to have. And I don't think I've ever heard that come out of your mouth once, or your train of thought.
No, because I do what I said on the 4th hole, and that was to try and make up for the mistake. Oh, geez, and you go and do that. Should have played the pitching wedge.
Opened up the angle. George and most high handicappers don't like going past the pin. I feel like I've got that sort of gist. So he'll always try and land short and run it up, instead of going, you know what, if I land at the pin and it rolls into the middle of the green, that's okay. So let's see what he does. Oh, tell you what, he's launched one. Back of the green.
I was tossing up between a couple of things there. I pulled the sand wedge and went the sand wedge. I thought about the 60 degree, but was too concerned about blading it and probably ending up exactly where I did. Then I really honestly thought about pulling the 8-iron and just buncing it up there. Settled on the sand wedge and went a bit long. I'm on putting.
This for 5?
Yeah, I think it is.
So you felt like you got distracted then. You're not locked in.
By what?
You, just then.
Well, there was some balls making funny sounds off that guy's club.
Well, see, this for bogey. Every shot matters. And this is what some golfers do. Got to lock in.
This is like the putt I had on the 6. Just need to hit it straight in the heart of the cup.
See, I'm glad I locked you back in then, because you were about to pull up to that putt with zero idea what was going on.
No focus. 9 holes later. Come back a bit. Probably going exactly where I was aiming. It was an aggressive line. It was what I was trying to do, because I half thought it was just going to cut back like most of my drives do. Hit this one right in the center of the club. Didn't move.
I think it's actually not a bad spot for a video like this, because we haven't had one today, but it might be one of those ones where you got to take your medicine.
Ah, the old do not compound the mistake.
The developing golfer.
I think you're right. I think we should take that line. I'll take the straight ahead one. I think there's enough of a gap to just hit it down there. I've got to give it enough to.
So which gap are you going to take?
I'm taking the left one. It's either you go left.
So you're aiming for the white and the green poles.
Well,
is that the one you're looking at?
That one.
Or the one where there's no poles to the right of the tree?
No, white and green poles.
Okay.
Because I don't think I'm going to hit it out right. If anything, I'm going to pull it lefty.
Okay.
So I only got to get past that tree. You just don't want to pull too far left and get stuck behind the next tree.
And so you're going to play that shot with a hybrid?
Yes.
Okay. Wrong gap, but it'll work. After he's just hit the duck.
LBW. Duck's actually obstructed my ball there.
Just after you said, if anything, I'll pull it left.
Yeah, I pushed it right.
You pushed it right. Do you want to check on your member that you've injured?
Well, hopefully he just gets out of the way.
He's only got one leg now.
I know. Off.
Whoa, whoa. We're a kid-friendly show here. We're trying to get more youngsters into golf.
Well,
quack.
All right, they're far enough away.
Until you blade one.
And blade one.
Let's just get these. Let's get these guys off the fairway. Let's just get these ones a little bit away from danger.
103 in. Pins short left.
Oh,
Jeez, struck that bloody nice.
great shot.
Oh, goodness. Left to right? Am I reading it right?
No.
No? Looks like it.
I think it goes my left to right. I think it sort of travels about this way.
Yeah. Okay, I'll back that. This is overthinking your putt 101.
Yep, really is. Talk about finishing around.
See, and I didn't want to hit that too hard because it was downhill. God, that was just nerve-wracking all around.
Yeah, good finish.
I've done that well today. Just hit the heart of the cup. Right, so that does us. You know, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. To take everything away out of that 9 holes, I played it right. I've shot 42. We'll take that with a grain of optimism, I think. But like we sort of covered at the start of the video, give yourself a chance. Give yourself every opportunity to play well and to score well. We spoke about that early. We spoke about consistency, finding a rhythm. That was another one we sort of spoke about. Breaking your round down, trying to hit, you know, play groups of 3s, groups of 4s, reset. Don't let a shot get you down. Keep coming back, keep trying. It's never over. Developing golfer out.